Alright, everybody, this is from Ray Bonecrusher's live stream that he did Saturday. Now, I want you to remember, Mr. Bonecrusher, I think you seem to forget, it was Michelle and John that stalked Jeremy. It was John and Michelle that started all this trouble when she couldn't get her way with Jeremy. She couldn't get money or beg for money from Jeremy. But you seem to forget that. You and your little ecosystem keep playing it off as she's innocent. It's a shame that the little girl got involved, got stuck in between all this. But here we go. Said he's trying to defend John and Michelle and their daughter. He said he was trying to put a stop. He was trying to put this thing to an end. He called it defending against Mr. Hales. Said Jeremy likes to stir the pot. Jeremy doesn't stir the pot. Says he doesn't want to see people hurt. So, you don't want to see people hurt. But look at what Michelle and John are doing to Jeremy, and what Jeremy's all going through, how much money is costing him in legal fees to defend against these people who will not stop harassing him and stalking him. He said he didn't like people beaten. He said he didn't like people beaten for the fact of doing it. He said that us followers we blindly he said that he follow people blindly. We don't look into things. Yeah, we do. We do. I've seen all the evidence. I've seen all the receipts. I've seen all the proof that Jeremy has. Michelle is guilty. Michelle's going to lose everything because of her big mouth. If she would have stopped when she got that cease and desist, this would have never gone on. But she kept on and kept on and kept on and kept on and kept on about it. He praised Fleesa for putting the he actually praised Fleesa, the policy, for putting the truth out there. What truth has she put out? Everything that woman says is nothing but a lie. It's been nothing but a lie. He said that Fleesa in other words, he's saying that Lisa tells the truth and was putting out the truth. She hasn't put out the truth in months and months and months. This has been going on for 6 or 7 months now. What proof have you had? Your last live streams, you've been pulling up all kinds of BS and lies. You're inciting hate on your YouTube channels. He said that Jeremy is hard-headed and stubborn. He was talking about forgiveness. So what he was saying was, he talks about forgiveness, but he can't forgive Jeremy because he's hard-headed and stubborn. Oh my goodness. He actually admitted that he has been wrong several times in his life. Yeah, I think this is one of them. Oh, here's a good one. He said he lost over 4,000 subs because of he was defending Jeremy, or he was defending Lynette and John. Yeah, you defamed Jeremy. Let me put it to you this way. You got Larry, the DUI guy plus, buckle up, to endorse your channel. You got over 10,000 subscribers to your channel. Then you switched. You flip-flopped over to the two fleas. Then you started talking shit about Jeremy. That's why you lost 4,000 subscribers. And then when you got served, you still continued to harass and defame Jeremy. But here you are again, harassing and defaming Jeremy. When you got a court When you got served with court papers, here you are, running your fucking mouth again. Felicia said there were too many lawsuits and as big as something going on. He said there were too many. I'm trying to understand what she said in the chat, that there were too many lawsuits because it was something else, and said that he was not going to get away with it. So what you going to do, Felicia? You going to lie? I'm going to tell you something. You people don't have the right to interfere with a lawsuit, especially the first federal lawsuit. That's why your stupid asses are in a second lawsuit, because you keep defaming Jeremy. You keep telling lies and defaming him. He said that if he was in the same situation as Michelle and John, he would want people standing, and said that there were people standing behind. In other words, he's saying that if he was in the same situation as Michelle and John, that he want people standing up for him. But I do believe that they've been throwing her under the bus. They've been throwing Michelle under the bus. But see, this is just a simple thing. You all keep saying Michelle is innocent, and Jeremy's the stalker, and looking into a child's bedroom, and all this other. You all are making false accusations against Jeremy, and he has every right to sue you. Because you have not proven anything. Any of the accusations that you make, any of you, have been proven. You haven't shown proof, you haven't shown evidence, you haven't shown jack shit. Someone in chat said, still says that John was. So in other words, here we go again. You were defending somebody that did wrong. Okay? I saw the evidence of John flipping him off twice. Okay? I saw it. The whole freaking planet saw it. But he's going to sit there and say that the police officer said that John was just stretching his back and wasn't giving him the finger. Bull. I saw the two fingers go up. Okay? Stop telling lies. Peculiar Optics said in chat that Jeremy was barreling towards an early grave. So I don't know how to take that, as he might have a heart attack or somebody's going to do something to him. I'd have Jeremy look into that one. Still going on about Jeremy being on Jeremy's son being on the two fleas in a twat. I think that was wrong to involve Jeremy's son. And he said, he actually come on here and said that Jeremy blamed his son for being I guess Jeremy supposedly blamed his son for being on there. I've never seen Jeremy blame his son for being on there. If I'm wrong, please correct me. But it's just another bunch of lies and defamation. Miyagi said in chat, she knows she would envision Mike from Veteran Nation with mushroom growth. See, now this Miyagi person is attacking Veteran Nation, Mike, and they don't even know who this guy is. But see, that's all part of your thing. You have to attack, and that's why your ass is in trouble with the damn in the courts now, because you don't know when to shut up, you don't know when to stop defaming, and you don't know how to stop attacking. But I'm going to tell you this: attacking another YouTube channel is a violation of the terms of service. So keep running your mouth. Onay says he thinks that saying, in my opinion, will save him from the judge. No, it doesn't save you from the judge. He said that when he reads comments in chat, he said the nasty, something about what they're saying is being nasty and untrue. Some of it may not be nasty and untrue. It might be the truth. You see, you can't see the truth because you only see one side of the story. You've only seen one side of the story. You haven't seen both sides of the story. You just took the flea side of it, but didn't look into the other. And then he said the attacks on his channel have doubled. Yeah, because you don't know how to stop lying about Jeremy. And you're going to get the truth told about you. And the two fleas, and Robbie, and all the rest of your ecosystem. BBB. Said Jimmy said Jeremy calls people names and calls himself a Christian. Well, first of all, Jeremy is a Christian. And if we make pet names or call you names, it's out of fun. Because sometimes you do stupid things. And that's our right to freedom of speech. Oh God. And this is true defamation right here. And this is defamation against Slug. He said that Slug was a 6-year-old learning to man. He said that the Slug was a 6-year-old and was learning to swear and was not in control of his bodily functions and still wears diapers. You know, I'm sitting here trying to read this. I'm trying to understand why he's saying these things. I don't get it. If you were asked to stop defaming somebody, stop when you should have stopped when you got served. I think maybe your problem is, what part of the Miranda don't you understand, Ray? Because the Miranda, when you get arrested, says you have the right to remain silent. Anything you say or do can and will be held against you in a court of law. So think about that, Ray. Think about that part. Anything you say or do can and will be held against you in a court of law. So think about that. I can't read my handwriting, but it seems he rambles on so damn much about stuff. Someone in chat said that about screenshots. They made a big deal over screenshots and show she said something about screenshots and said that was but then again, I guess he's talking about screenshots of his chat or anybody else's chat. No, it proves your defamation of Jeremy. So if they take screenshots of what you said, they make a big deal over it, and they say they're innocent and all this, but it shows your defamation of Jeremy. He said that the property marker video was a lie. said Jeremy has to present. Oh, he said that Jeremy has to. Damn, I don't understand. It's something about the police. Said that I can't read my handwriting half the time, and half the time I don't understand what they're saying. Some of this shit doesn't make sense. But it's all defamation if you go back and listen to it. These people are just so nasty and damn vile. I get tired of it. It's all defamation. However you look at it, if you go back and read the transcript of it or not, it's all defamation. I mean, I can't read my handwriting half the time, but from what I do transcribe, it's just defamation. He said that Jeremy attacked the sheriff's deputy and said that Jeremy Helms may need to. Oh, he said something about that. He said something about that thing with Meckenmeyer, and said that Jeremy needs to back off the sheriff's department. Okay, for one thing, like the Birmingham police here, if Jeremy calls the Levy County sheriff about something, that deputy, it's like George said, they need to come out, take the report, talk to both sides of it, take the report, and move on. And they don't. They were taking the side of Michelle now. He said that Jeremy would probably sue the police department, and he had every right. They're not protecting him. They didn't enforce. The Attorney General told the Levy County Sheriff not to enforce the Ohio Protection Order. He said that the police officer told the truth about Jeremy, and Jeremy flew off the handle. No, he didn't fly off the handle. They said there was some kind of camp in California. They said there was some kind of camp in California that people there were affected by Jeremy, and they said they had videos up. He said he was leading the kids around in a Superman outfit. He said Jeremy was obsessed with the little girl and started zeroing in on Michelle's daughter and said it was, well, I guess he's talking about that stuff being put on his channel. Jeremy does not have obsession with that little girl. The only obsession that we have with that little girl is that little girl needs to go to a home and that going to have parents that are going to love her and take care of her and teach her what's right and what's wrong. Okay? Think of the psychological damage that little girl's going to have because of John and Michelle. Mentioned Lisa. Oh, she said that Lisa did. He just said that Lisa didn't respond to people in her chat. Well, you know what? It's because she's always making false accusations about Jeremy, trying to, and they're always. That's the reason why she doesn't. That's the reason why she doesn't respond to the people in her chat, because she's too busy running her mouth, talking shit about Jeremy. But you know what? This whole thing is going to come to a head, and it's going to bust, and you're all going to be in a lot of trouble. But you all keep running your mouth and running your mouth, because you don't know any better. Said that they have something about having fighting the odds against Jeremy Hales and being so. Oh, he must be talking about. He's talking about. I'm sorry. He's talking about Stupid Dave. Being served by twice by Jeremy was a double whammy on him. Said that Jeremy Hales attacked his they said that they attacked Stupid Dave's channel and it got taken down. Yes, because he steals content. He was stealing people's content and using it against. He said that he would love to see John and Michelle. Oh, yeah, he actually said in his chat he would like to see John and Michelle take a lie detector test. Yeah, $5 says they fail it. So Jeremy does not like Thomas Collins, and is why people pick on him. Oh, he claimed that West got into. He claimed that West got into a shootout with the police. Well, how come I haven't heard anything about this? Train. This is all defamation and lies. And then you wonder why you got served. Then you wonder why, I got served. I got served. Oh, boo-hoo, I got served. Because you can't shut your mouth. All right, well, thank you for watching.